afternoon, sports fans around the world. This is the FIFA World Cup fan special match preview between Australia and Denmark. I'll be your host for today's game. My name is Shay, and I'm not alone. I'll be joined on Zoom with Mike, the one and only Mike, predicting Mike. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, put some respect on the only host that has ever predicted any score rightly.
It's not confirmed yet.
How
The
do you say? Good
competition is still
afternoon.
on.
Good afternoon.
Good
Good afternoon. How
afternoon.
you doing?
So it's a World Cup of surprises, like you said yesterday. So did you get any surprise yesterday?
Surprise. Well, that was a surprise. It was Iran versus USA.
Yes.
So that was a grudge match, and I was in fact for both matches. It was even hard for me to call the England match, but going back thinking about it, I should have known that it was going to be an easy win for England, even though it was 0-0. It was goalless after the first half. But Wales, the quality within that English team, I feel like the only thing holding the English team is the manager, Gareth Southgate. Give that English team to a Pep, to a club, to any
Get
top
more.
manager, and you would see how beautiful or how good that team is.
Yeah.
But as it stands, I cannot put them down as a major contender. I know some people are calling them contenders, but I don't think so. But kudos to England. It was quite expected. The big Wales. USA versus Iran was going to be a grudge match due to other, the issues between USA and Iran, their
Yes.
political differences, their
And Iran didn't
social
go down
issues, and
without a
all of that.
fight. So kudos to them too.
Exactly. So, but it was a win for USA and England qualified for the next round. So yeah, it from now it might be structured a bit because the boys will start getting separated from the men. That's what
Yes,
is
surely.
happening. These are the final rounds.
These are the
This is
times.
we're getting to the final round of fixtures, which will go run up until Friday, and then the second round will start on Saturday.
On
So
Saturday.
the boys are being separated from the men.
The boys are being separated from the men. I know you're enjoying this match analysis at home. Don't forget that you can win exciting prizes by predicting correctly the outcome of the match of today. And today we're having Australia versus Denmark. Can Denmark do
Hmm.
the impossible? Mike, what do you think?
Hmm. Can Denmark do the impossible? That's the question. Can Denmark do the impossible? Well, let's look at it this way. I don't think so. They're quite a good team, yeah. They beat Tunisia. They beat Tunisia, and as much as Tunisia is quite a compact team, they might not score so much, but Denmark have their backs against the wall. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to shock me if Denmark don't beat Australia because now prior to this World Cup, Denmark has done well in qualifying. They beat France twice. You understand? Apart from beating France twice, they did well in the Nations League. They did well at the Euros. They are quite a solid team, but at this World Cup, it hasn't gone according to plan for them. It hasn't gone according to plan for them. Let's just take a look at the group standings. France are topping that group. They have 6 points. Australia is in second place with a two minus two goal difference, 3 points. Denmark is in third place with a minus one goal difference. They have just 1 point, and then
Okay.
Tunisia is dead last. And I ultimately think that there's no hope for Tunisia in this time around. Tunisia is going to go back home. So
Wow.
for Australia, Denmark, I think that let me look at Denmark's team from their last match. Right, I'm going to use their last lineup and talk about it. The way they went up against France. You understand? And considering that they beat France twice, I felt like they were confident going into that match, but France came up top. They started with Cornelius. Cornelius is from he plays there. He plays there in Denmark. I think that this Copenhagen he plays for. Then there's Lindstrom, Damsgaard were up front. Ericsson, of course, of Manchester United is the one pulling the strings in the midfield. Emerick Højbjerg of Tottenham. There's Christensen. There's Meili, Nelson, Christensen, of course, defender behind Anderson, and of course Kasper Schmeichel of Nice, who is the
Star-studded.
keeper. So looking at this team, it is quite a solid team. I feel like they have what it takes to beat Australia.
Can they do
Australia
it?
defeated what?
Will
What
they
did you
do
say?
it?
I didn't get the last thing you
I'm
said.
saying, okay, you were mentioning the the squad of the Denmark team, and we recognize that they're
Yeah.
very, very experienced players. So I'm asking that
Mm.
with defeat in front of them, can they do it? Do they have the boys? Do they have the
I think
tactics?
so. I think so. I think so. I will. My prediction today will go along the lines of a Denmark win. I think they have what it takes because they've been solid for the past 2 3 years. Like
Okay.
I mentioned, I remember the Euro where remember that match where Christian Eriksen slumped.
Yes, yes, I
That
remember
big
that
match
in
at
the
the
Euros.
Euros, and even without Christian Eriksen, they did quite well. And then Christian Eriksen came back into the team, has come back to football, and it looks like he wasn't like something that serious
I'm
didn't happen.
telling you,
If he
like a
didn't get
miracle.
emergency, yeah, if he didn't get emergency service in time, he probably would have
Hmm.
lost his life. That was quite very serious. If you, I still remember the images from that particular match. The Danish players were stricken, like they were
Yeah, and
broken. He could have
they
lost his
form a
life.
shield
But the
around
Denmark
him.
story is one of exactly, exactly. But the Danish story is one of
Okay.
resilience, and I think they have what it takes to defeat Australia today.
Well, this brings us to Russia 2018. We can remember that Denmark, Australia, and France were also in the same group, where
Okay, all
the
right, all
fourth the
right.
fourth country was Peru. And you know what happened? Denmark and France qualified.
Mm,
And
mm,
Australia played a 1-1 draw with Denmark. So I
mm,
think this should be like a
mm.
revenge or a grudge match for them.
Oh, there's something I noticed about football. Yeah, if you talk about a grudge match, the thing with these grudge matches is that how do I put it now?
It's
When
get so
when
emotional.
okay, look at Liverpool Madrid.
Okay.
Liverpool Madrid, Champions League final 2018. Yeah, I
2018.
think
Yeah, I
Mohamed
think.
Salah versus Sergio Ramos. Remember that stuff that happened.
Yeah,
And then
that
look
he
at look
took
at it.
out
So
Salah.
now, exactly. Now, and it should be told, yeah, immediately Salah left in, I think it was in the 11th
It
minute.
was in the
Immediately
11
Salah left that
minutes.
match. The, the tide of the match changed.
Yes.
Liverpool were pressing, Liverpool were doing quite well, but the tide of the match changed. And so that time, Salah was the beacon of everything for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Now they got to 2021 Champions League final, and then you hear Salah go on, wants revenge, wants revenge. You see, I found that when you think about revenge going into the match, football is there's a lot of psychology in football. When you
Exactly.
think about revenge going into a match, I found out that more often than not, you tend to still lose. So I don't think revenge should be in the mind or thinking of getting back at somebody and all of that. No, just go out there, play to the best of your ability, and say, look, well, revenge should be a case of whether it's whoever, whether it's Australia, whether it's Nigeria, or whether it's Ghana, or whichever team, we will beat them or we will give our
Exactly.
best. And then what comes out, we take it. But when you go and say, oh, I want to beat this team, I want to beat this team, I want to do well, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, there is the problem of you falling behind and probably losing that match again. Thunder was strike in one place 2 times. It happened. Denmark did it
Exactly.
against
This is
France.
football.
Uh-huh.
So,
Uh-huh. It's only history that they tell us
so
that
are
Thunder
you
made a strike from one place two
finalizing
times.
your
Sometimes they
prediction,
strike.
Mike?
What?
Are you finalizing your prediction? You said you are going in favor of Denmark.
Okay, so yes, yes. Denmark 2-0.
Denmark 2-0. Final answer?
Yeah, Denmark 2-0.
Wow,
Denmark
okay.
2-0. If I win this one, I will just stop to the analyze. I will go Qatar. I will carry me go Qatar. I just I just stop analyze. I just say, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's
I'll
book a
speak with
flight
my
to Qatar.
producers. I will make that happen.
No, they want me. Oh, show you the anchor. No,
Wow,
they want me. If I,
it's
if I
getting
get this one right,
interesting. The World Cup
a
is
Qatar
getting
trip
to
for
the
me.
stage where Mike rightly said that are separating the boys from the men. We've been seeing that in the
Exactly. That's
likes of
that's where we are
the
now.
smaller countries, football countries, so to say. No country is small. The smaller footballing nations, Qatar, Iran, they are all leaving the World Cup, and they are going to leave it for the big
Yeah.
boys, the former winners. Can you predict the match of today and win exciting prizes? After this show, in the comment section, all you need to do is put put your predictions and the last four digits of your number, and you have it locked in. This is the FIFA World Cup fan special, and this is the match review between Australia and Denmark. So we have a lot to discuss with you, Mike. Are you still there?
Okay. Oh, I did.
Fine.
Okay.
So for today, there is a flip match between France and Tunisia. Tunisia, we're not really expecting much, but what's happening in that camp, that Tunisian camp? What do you
No,
think?
see, look, man. See, if you remember when Tunisia took Nigeria out of the Nations Cup.
Yes,
You remember that match?
I remember.
Nigeria had won. We had won the group stages. We had done so well in the group stages. Everybody was chatting about how Guavon, African Pep Guardiola. Baba's head was hey. Now so Baba go enter
The hype was really
go
there.
meet Tunisia. Exactly. Tunisia, of course, they were. They after the way they play, they don't play like a traditional North African team. You know that the North Africans are the ones who play the closest way
To the
to the
Europeans.
Europeans.
Yes.
Understand? Exactly. And the Arabs, as they play like Europeans. But then Tunisia are very compact. They employed basically what many teams do now, which is sit back, hold the line, let the opponent do all the possession of the ball, and then try to hit on the counter,
them on
which is what they did, and that was how they beat us. And they took us out in the second round of the Nations Cup, and they still kept that when they came into the World Cup. But World Cup is not AFCON. World Cup is not AFCON, and I didn't expect so much of them. It was more or less like, look, whatever they do, we'll just take it like that. And yeah, they still have a chance. Yeah,
Exactly.
Look, surprise could happen.
That was why I brought
if
it up.
they beat
France has already qualified, so they can
France,
rest their players.
but the point is that even if France carry their second team, they see cook Tunisia.
So you don't think there can be a twist in tail here for Tunisia?
Even if they carry their second team, they will still beat Tunisia. Let me look at the possibility. Let me do some permutation now based on the group and see the possibility of Tunisia qualifying.
Okay,
right?
let's hear it.
Tunisia would have to beat. It go hard though, because
like
if Tunisia would have to beat France, because Tunisia beat France, they're going to be on 4 points.
Yes.
Australia is on 3 points. Denmark has a point.
Yeah.
Now, look at the permutations of Denmark-Australia match. If Australia wins, of course, Australia is 6 points and they are qualified. If Denmark will be on 4 points also with Tunisia. And Denmark and Tunisia, they played a goalless draw. So you understand? So if Denmark should beat Australia and Tunisia beats France, both will be on 4 points. Then we start looking at goal difference. As it stands, Denmark have a goal difference of -1. Tunisia also have a goal difference of -1. You understand?
Australia has
so it has to be for goal for. Australia has a goal difference of -2.
Okay.
Right? Denmark has a goal difference of -1. Tunisia has a goal difference of -1. Denmark has scored 1 goal. Tunisia have scored no goal. So you see, so it will not come down to
the
goal difference, because head to head they play 0-0. It's not come down to goal difference. And if goal difference tallies, they don't go for goal against. And then remember how Senegal left 2018. If they are so tight, it will now get on to fair play and all of that. You understand?
Exactly.
Yeah, but as it stands, Tunisia would have to beat France and expect that Denmark will beat Australia, because if it's a draw, it doesn't favor them. Australia will qualify. Australia might not qualify. Yeah, Australia will qualify if it's a draw because they have more goal difference. So there's 6 permutation now, because if they draw now, Australia will be on 4 points, the same points as Tunisia.
Exactly.
But Tunisia will have to beat France, and even if France carries Tunisia, then that Tunisia, it go hard. You understand? I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
I don't see that happening.
At the most,
football.
If there's a shock, Tunisia will draw with France. If there's a shocker, Tunisia will draw with France.
That's how. That's your shocker for you. Not Tunisia can beat.
Beat who? France is my first. France are my first team of first. My first pick for the World Cup winner. Yes, yes. France are my first pick for the World Cup. So it will go down to that. It will go down to that. And I'm looking at the other. Let's see which other matches are happening today. Also, let's just take a look at those other matches.
Okay.
Poland will be up against Argentina.
Okay.
Saudi Arabia will be up against Mexico. Poland, Argentina. Lewandowski versus Messi. That's going to be a tough one, man.
Very, very tough one.
That's going to be a tough one because you see, Argentina have shown that they are fragile with their loss to Saudi Arabia. So if Saudi Arabia could beat them, Poland will feel that they can beat Argentina. Man, I don't know. I don't know who would love to see Messi in the second round, but electric shock person today. So for that match, I want to take care of that match. I don't know how to call that match.
It's also going to be between Mexico and Saudi Arabia.
What you said?
Saudi Arabia, Mike.
Yes, Saudi Arabia, Mexico. Saudi Arabia, they beat Argentina. They have 3 points, so they still have a strong chance to qualify. Yeah. It's not going to be. Those matches are going to be 2 intense matches.
Wow.
Both matches today. They're going to be 2 intense matches later on in the day, and I am really looking forward to both of them and seeing how the teams perform in both matches. But many people would love to see Messi qualify for the next round. Let's see how that one goes.
Okay, let's see how that one goes. And on that note, we're going to wrap up today's FIFA World Cup match preview between Australia and Denmark. Remember, after this show, all you need to do is to comment your predictions to win exciting prizes on this match. So all you need to do is to drop your predictions and write your last 4 digits of your number so we can identify you easily. So it was great having you, Mike, and we look forward to having you for the review.
My pleasure.
Of
sure.
Australia versus
Definitely.
Denmark match. Do stick around. Have a great day.
Most definitely. All right. See you later.